got interrupted. Continue.
So I thought I was just a good girl. That was, you weren't supposed to have sex before you were married in those days, and I thought, oh, this is not hard. I can do that. So I got married to him, and like I said, we really did love each other. So
But it just wasn't.
it wasn't working out. I didn't like that. I didn't really know I was gay, but that was the reason. So when we went to get divorced because it wasn't working, I that was the first time I ever saw a therapist to help. We had marriage counseling, and I realized I didn't want to stay married. And so we got divorced, and I was also working on then, was I a lesbian or not? And that was the funny part about that in the therapy sense then, because my therapist told me that I didn't need to worry. I wasn't a lesbian because I would have known it sooner if I had been.
Right.
And then I realized
Good therapist.
the therapist did not know everything either, because when she said that, I went, oh, I think I know better than that. And so it really helped me in my therapy, but not because she had the answers, but
That's
because
funny.
she led me to the answer for myself. So I did get divorced, and I dated women and tried to see what that was like, and I fell in love several times, and I stayed the same person that I was sort of in the Midwest, which was in a way very conservative, but I was a lesbian, so that made it not conservative. So every time I was with somebody, I thought I had to marry them, so to speak. There was no marriage then, but it was like, no, just playing around here. This has got to be serious if you're going to be with someone.
Is that, I know you've made a joke to me about the U-Haul thing before, and I think it's funny that you make these things since you yourself went through this. I think it's just, I don't know, it's weird. And you said that you went through the women's festival, which was really eye-opening. She tells me stories about the women's festival, which is just crazy.
Yes, I had been out first of all to a women's writers center where I wanted to be a writer, write poetry and so forth. And when I came back, I went to the Women's Music Festival in Michigan, the first Women's Music Festival, and it was wild. I mean,
eye-opening.
Eye-opening. Everyone was running around naked, and there were all kinds of different categories. Everyone trying to be politically correct. And not, do you want to sit in the chem-free area, or the women's with beards and chem-free, or
What's
the
chem?
chemicals?
Don't use hairspray? What, chemicals?
Chemicals was what they meant when they said
makeup.
No, smoking.
Smoking. So
marijuana
no drugs.
or LSD.
No chemical drugs.
No chemicals.
That's funny.
And I had already been a nurse when I went out there. Also,
So you didn't go in that crowd.
I'm like, everything's chemicals. So I always had a hard time fitting with whatever group I was, because if I was with a wild group, I was very conservative, and for a straight group, I was very radical.
It's
so I always had to get that balance.
Yeah.
So then, when I met Margaret after this women's festival, I was camping, and I saw her as she was doing a summer job as a ranger, and I met her, and she was a poet, and I was working on being a poet at that time, and so we got together, and this one did last.
Just happy love, and now
so.
there's me and Kai,
Yeah, right.
So things have happy endings,
Yep.
and thanks for interviewing with me.
Thank you.